Activision presents a smashing blast from the past. Developed by Vicarious Visions. It's Crash Bandicoot!
Hey, what's going on, my friends? My name is M. and welcome to Crash Bandicoot 2 for the PlayStation. But I'm going to be playing this game on the Sane Trilogy released for the Nintendo Switch. For those who do not know what the Sane Trilogy is, it is a collection of all three Crash Bandicoot games originally released to the PlayStation and then got remade onto the modern platforms. That includes the Xbox, the PlayStation 4, the Nintendo Switch, and then also PC. So last time we did Crash Bandicoot 1 back in June, and now we're going to be moving on to the sequel of Crash Bandicoot, which is Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start a new game.
Crystals, of course. No!
But Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but also the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any Earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we'll need to find an enemy.
Crash! 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 My battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
And now, we are playing as Crash. So, the difference between Crash Bandicoot 1 and 2 is drastic, because guess what? We got a new move! We can slide! We can also duck, and then when you jump while you duck, then you jump a little bit higher. And then also you can do this, you can do a slide by a jump and a spin, and you jump higher than a regular jump, which is actually very important in order to make certain jumps, otherwise that is impossible. So just like Crash Bandicoot 1, I will be going for 100%. I'm not going to go for the true 100%, which the true 100% in this version of the original games is to collect relics, and that's simply by beating every single level really fast. I'm not going to be focusing on that. I will be focusing on what was the 100% requirement in the original games.
Well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I'd rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
So Crash 2 right away differs from the first game, and that is the hub world. There's an actual hub world in this game compared to the first game now. And, you know, in the first game, there was a world map where you go from level to level. This game, there's an actual hub world where, in the hub world, you have an option to choose 5 different levels that you can do in any order that you like. As far as when you're just playing through the game. When you're trying to 100% the game, then there is kind of an order that you want to go about with the levels. Because returning from the first game, there are special gems that you collect, and those are used in order to create pathways in order to access boxes that you can't otherwise access to in some levels. So there is a particular order that you do that you want to go about with those in this case. Now, in order to get into this room, you saw that I did something like this right here. That's also a new move that Crash can do. And that is important. This game really makes use of Crash's new abilities in order to, you know, get to places. And there are actually some boxes that even require this move as well. As you can see right here, the slide jump like this, the slide jump and spin especially, you just travel so high up. And it's just a really powerful ability in order to just, like, look how high I jump up. You can't do this in the first game at all. That's the beauty of Crash 2 compared to the first game. And then when you make it to the end here, you can break this green metal box. And what those do is they break these green boxes known as nitro boxes. You briefly saw them as we were going through that little sub area right there. And nitro boxes cannot be broken at all. You have to use those green metal boxes, or in some other cases, just other means of breaking them that don't require you to break them physically. So this is a bonus room. Bonus rooms are back from the first game, and they work just like how you do that bonus games in the first game. That is to go through a sub area, collect boxes, 1-up fruits, 1-ups. But the main important thing is to increase your box count. So yeah. Whew! Okay. Masks return as well, and masks. If you collect, masks allow you to take an extra hit if you get hit by enemies, and if you collect 3 of them, you get a 1-up. Wampa fruits also make a return, and if you get 100 Wampa fruits, you get a 1-up. This game is real. This game gives you 1-ups very easily, so you should not really have to worry about running out of lives on maybe your second playthrough, when you're more familiar with how the levels work in this game. Alright. There's okay, nice. That box is kind of hard to notice at first, but you do want to make sure you break this. Oh man, there is a way you can skip this big old pit, and that is by doing a really precise, well-timed slide jump, but very, very hard to do. Wasn't able to do it that time. Let's see if I can do it this time. Yeah, that one was a little too early. I had a feeling. At the end of each level, there are these like purple gems that you do have to find. Those purple crystals, you do have to find them. Those are required. And then when you break all the boxes, you're rewarded with a gem, a white gem, to increase your percentage count within the game itself.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. The crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Are you there, Crash? Crash! Crash! Are you there, Crash? Are you there, Crash?
two things going on there. Cortex wants us to bring the crystals to him for some suspicious reason. And then Coco is trying to communicate with us, but I don't think it's really working that well. So I'm actually going to do this level again, because as you can see on the side there's actually another gem that you can get. And if you read the hints on the loading screens, then the hints will actually tell you, well, it will kind of tell you if what to do for a special requirement for the gems. So some levels do have special requirements in order to get special gems, which means you do have to redo some of the levels. You do have to redo levels in order to get all the boxes sometimes, or to get a special gem. In this case, the special requirement here is to not break a single box in order to get this gem, which, you know, on its own is easy, but there's one part where avoiding all the boxes is kind of tricky. We'll see what happens here. So I have to go through this whole level without breaking a single box. I can collect Wumpo fruits, but not a single box. So you can break... So this part here is where things get kind of hard. You can jump on the multiple Wumpo fruit box in order to not break it. So that's the safest box to land on. And then every other part now, that's the trickiest part. So now from here on out, it's just a very straightforward path. Oh, I almost did it! Oh my gosh, just one pixel off. Okay, that's okay. Alright, so, the mud is kind of annoying. Oh man, and didn't do it a single time. It's kind of insane. I'll be saying that word a lot. It is the Sane Trilogy. So whether or not you think I'm saying that intentionally or not is I'll let you guys determine that. But go this whole level without breaking a single box, and you get yourself the blue gem, which is required for some levels later on. So right away, we get ourselves a special gem.
You are helping Cortex gather crystals. Yet you have acquired a gem. Interesting. Well, Crash, know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser. Ah, yes, a laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station he has created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering crystals.
This is a new type of level introduced to the Crash series. We got ice levels here. Ice levels means we gotta deal with ice physics, and the ice physics in this game are absolutely horrendous. Now, ice levels in video games are known to have pretty horrendous ice physics in video games in general, but holy crap, the ice physics in this game are so unbearable. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. You can kind of control yourself in the ice, but that's by sliding around, but that's really all you can get out of controlling yourself with ice physics here. So, okay, don't slide into the nitro boxes there. And we get to the next section. So here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and break these. And we're gonna get some Wumpo fruits. Just like that. Gotta go ahead and either deal with the penguin enemies or... You gonna go down? Okay, thank you. You gotta be patient. Patience is the key for Crash games. I've said that a number of times in the first game, that this game is no exception. You do have more moves to it, so like platforming is a lot easier in this game because you have the new moves, but that doesn't mean this game is going to be easy. Although, in my opinion, as far as how much I've played of this game so far, it does feel easier. Alright, so you go and fall down over here. Here's some bonus room with ice physics. Isn't that fun? Alright, okay, you might forget it. Alright. Oh, okay, nice. Alright, get this, grab this one up, and then you can do a crouch. Okay, there we go. Alright. Alright, slide jump! Oh, in order to... You actually keep your momentum if you do a jump out of ice. So if you're trying to backtrack, then it's gonna be a pain. Alright, break those boxes right there. And I'm gonna go and wait for this little walrus enemy. Okay, grab that. And then you go and fall down over here, and then you can go back over here and break all the nitro boxes. And as you see, our box count has increased quite a bit with that. Alright, break those knock that penguin into those boxes in order to break those. Oh wait, hold on, hold the phone. You do not want to forget about this. Thank you very much. Okay. Woo! Woo! Okay, nice. Alright. Head up here. And then boom! Okay, this is a box right up there, a metal box up there in order to spawn those boxes right there. So we're gonna go ahead and keep going. We got 5 more left to go. And those 5 more is right here towards the end. Here, so we got 1. You can jump on these 5 times in order to get more Wumpa fruits, or you can just break them instantly, but then you don't get any Wumpa fruits. So if you want lives, then that could be a problem. But there we go. Get ourselves our gem, and that is the level for Snow Go. The first snow level that we do right away, and that's only the 2nd level of the game. So something I didn't mention yet is, you remember when I mentioned in the first game that if you die and you break all the all the boxes that you broke will be lost if you die in the first game. In the original game of the second game, they have actually fixed that to where you can die and still keep your box progress. You know, obviously they have long fixed that in the remake, so that I can afford to die and not lose my progress. So that's a blessing, another quality of life. And then another quality of life is I am allowed to die in bonus games and not have to redo a level. So that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and step away here because I don't want to die from this TNT box, even though I have a mask, but I'd prefer to keep my mask, right? Alright. Oh, and then also crawling is a thing. Crawling under a bit tight spaces in order to make progress. Alright, grab that one up, and then break this, and that's all the boxes. We have successfully completed this bonus game over here, and then grab, well, 2 1-ups because I got, like, over 50. Generally, if you get over 50 in a bonus game, then depending on what your fruit counter is, then you're going to get another 1-up out of the bonus game. So you do need a blue gem that you get from the first level. At least the first level that I did. Might not be the first level for you guys, but it is my first level of the playthrough. Then you can access this little area over here in order to get more boxes. Ooh, okay. Alright, let's go ahead and jump on this guy right here. You do not have, I believe you do not have much time to stand on that guy before he goes down the water. And just like the first game, just like the first game, Crash does not like water. Oh gosh. How do I go about this? Oh, okay. Alright, we successfully jumped over that. Okay, so in this level here, we have these little ski riding. They're like the skis, the surfboards. And the surfboards, you can just ride across the water. Okay, this is really scary. And then also what you can do is you can... well, now that I broke that metal crate, which will spawn more boxes, do this! And if you boost while going up a ramp, then you just you jump much higher off the ramp. And that's how you're gonna get to those boxes right there. Alright, and then there's a green metal crate over here to break the nitro boxes. There we go. We got 65 out of 74. I believe that's a good number to make on this progress. So we just gotta go ahead and make our way out of here and then continue the level. The music is great in this game. I love the music in this game compared to the first game. They really outdid themselves with the soundtrack of this game. What we like here. Alright, so go ahead and break these. You want to boost through these whirlpools. That way you don't get sucked into them. I believe you just die if you get sucked into a whirlpool. That's not fun. You also want to avoid these mines that are swerving back and forth as well. Woo! Okay. Alright, go ahead and make our way past that. We have all the boxes, so let's go ahead and get rid of you! And then get the first gem of the soul. Yes, there is another gem, which means we do have to redo this level again. That is fun.
Crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
Okay. I wonder what it is that Cortex want out of Crash specifically. I thought we foiled Cortex's plan in the first game, and now all of a sudden he wants to side with us. There's something weird going on with Cortex right now, and, well, we don't know quite yet. So anyway, we gotta do this all again, and, so the moment you ride the first surfboard, then a timer on the bottom right will appear, and what you want to do is you want to beat the level before the timer on the bottom hits 0. Let's go ahead and do it. So, using the boost helps tremendously. So let's go ahead and do this here. You can go ahead and boost across the whirlpool on the side there. We just gotta go and do this really fast. I'm gonna avoid the checkpoint, so that way if I happen to die, then I don't have to reset the level. I'll just spawn back at where I, like before the trial, because if you die and you get the checkpoint after the trial starts, then you can't actually do the trial anymore, or like, yeah, you can't do the time trial anymore. I believe these make you go faster if you jump up these ramps. I'm not too sure, but we're actually almost there. So you just gotta go ahead and, okay, get rid of that guy. Nice! With 10 seconds left to spare. Some people can do that much faster than I can. I'm not trying to speedrun this game. I am nowhere capable of being a speedrunner in this game. But, get that second gem.